Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Star Stitches. Hope you have all had a lovely week. Yeah, if you're in the UK, we had the bank holiday weekend last weekend and we're now on another one as it is Coronation Day today. So yeah, just behind me here is my Toft Queen doll from last year for the Platinum Jubilee originally, and with her little mini corgi in front of her. And then in Toft yarn, but not a Toft pattern, is my King Charles. This crown that is always top heavy and falls off, from Make Me Royal Designs. So yeah, we have both of them up as it's Coronation Day. Feels quite weird transitioning from obviously no longer the Queen, and although he's been the King since September, it's kind of official now. Right, got lots to show you. Quite a few deliveries, and also yeah, I finished my Toft cowl last night, so I've got that to show you as well. But yeah, lots has come, so let me show you what has arrived. Hopefully I won't knock this over because this is quite close in front of me. Firstly, this arrived I think possibly after I did my video last week, because I don't recall showing you this. It looks really huge, sorry, in front of me. This is the Knitpro Doctor Bag, I think it's called. Yeah, Knitpro Doctor Bag. You are. Which I have ordered to take crochet, etc. on holiday with me, because I wanted something, as you can see, that goes quite flat. For example, in a suitcase. So this is what I plan to pack to take yarn and patterns etc away in. So it comes in this like weird little mesh baggy thing, and it's like a denim fabric. You can see that there. I have the camera very close to me today so that we could see. So that it's got some flowery handles, and we have like a little logo, metal logo there. So it zips all the way around, if you can see that. I think that's upside down. So we will unzip, so we've got double zips on here. And I ordered this from Wool Warehouse, it was that it came from. So we have, when you open inside, it looks a bit plain Jane. It's like a suede, faux suede lined inside. But you can see we've got like two poppers up here. So if I unpopper this, magnetic poppery, we've got loads of space here for assume hooks, knitting needles if you've got needles, pens if you need to mark off your pattern, pencil, etc. And we have a couple of zippy, they're attached, they're completely sewn into the top of the case here, but little pockets for notions, I suppose, stitch markers, etc, scissors, things you don't want to lose, and that just flaps open and closed. So that is what I'm hopefully going to take away. Let's clip those back together. Because I thought, well, I can put all my yarn in there. It's not too big. It's not a hard case. So once, for example, I've done my projects, I can either store them in there to bring them home, or it'll sort of squish right down flat into the suitcase. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Well, I'm not quite pleased, I am pleased with that. So we'll see how that works when I fill it with projects to take away. I'm thinking two projects, maybe 2 Toft Flower Monsters or something like that. But I need to look at my list, which I still need to do a video and show you my list. I might do that as a separate video, because this one's going to be quite long. So yeah, that is my Dr. Knitpro bag. I think it was about £45. I purchased it on Wool Warehouse and I had a discount code. Oh look, it's got some information on the card. Large bag is wide enough to carry up to 1.5 kilos of yarn or up to 4 projects. Interior divider panel serves as a place to store both interchangeable and straight needles along with all accessories. And in addition, 2 well-placed zippered pockets provide enough storage space for personal and project-related accessories. Oh, steam iron on medium heat to remove the wrinkles. Yeah, so I think I paid about 41 for it in the end with my discount code. So yeah, but I was looking at other random ones on Amazon and they didn't quite serve the purpose I wanted them to. So yeah, that is that. Right, other deliveries now. Let's work our way through. So we had my Siobhans order turned up. Sorry, put my head right in the camera there. It's all down here, little pile. My Siobhans order arrived from last week's update, and I just bought two yarns, which is reserved for me. But I'm trying to be good now that I've got that yarn stash app. Lots of yarn to use up. So I need to catalogue these before into the app, so I know what I've got. So the first one is Heather. So that I thought would be really good for a Toft flower monster, especially from the new book. Yeah, I think there is a Heather in there, but I actually think the Dahlia or something like that I might use this for. Just all different tones of lilacs and purples and a bit speckled as well and a bit undyed. So that's that one. And then I also purchased a Forest, which I thought would be good for the body of flower monsters. So I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but it's like a dirty browny greeny colour, almost like earthy, I suppose, rather than dirty, if that makes sense. So I think it would be very good for flower monsters' bodies, something a bit slightly different to just a plain green. So yeah, really pleased with both of those. So they both arrived. I think Siobhan might be doing another update. I don't think it's this weekend. I think it might be next. But yeah, keep your eye on her Instagram and socials, etc. I was able to go and collect from Bryony my Spectrum Fibre April Club. So I collected that the other day. So this is called a Lavender Haze. So this must be the theme at the moment. So this is really, really lovely. I mean, I've loved all of them so far, but purple is my colour, as we know. But this has got some blues and some turquoise and actually a bit of green in there, if you can see. So yeah, this is the Dream Club that Bryony is doing. So yeah, really, really pleased with that one as well. And I didn't actually realise until I was cataloguing these of Bryony's from Spectrum Fibre that it's double knit. It's 115 grams. So it's 230 metres and 252 yards. So it's actually a bit more because this one of Siobhan's is 100 grams and 225 metres. So the skeins from Spectrum Fibre there on this one are actually a little bit bigger, which is always handy. I keep blocking the queen, sorry. I should sit back, but... Right, next delivery. I'm going to show you all the Toft stuff at the end because I've got deliveries and also a spoiler for the new Centraliser. So what I'll probably do is leave that to the end so that you can watch and then skip if you need to, or try and skip because I will show you my cowl as well. So another order. This was from So Happy Creative, who is also on socials, but Etsy as well. So Happy Creative is, if you've ever seen my socks that I've made, I use their Duvet Days pattern. It's called Duvet Days socks. But So Happy Creative also do project bags, some of their own hand dye yarn, etc. over on Etsy, where they also sell their patterns. So this was posted the other day on their Facebook. They've just been listed. I think this may have been the only one. I think they tend to just release one of each project bag, especially if they've got them in special fabrics. So I kind of wrecked how this looked when it was nicely packaged up. So yeah, just a little tag there with their details. And then I've ordered myself a little project bag and some yarn. So inside comes like this. So you get your So Happy Creative little postcard there, which actually on the back is a project notes card. So if I hold that up, then hopefully you'll be able to see the details as well. So you can actually use this and fill this out as a project card for what you're currently working on. So yeah, so it's Etsy as So Happy Creative, and Facebook and Instagram exactly the same. But yeah, so get that, it's handy. This was the yarn that I've ordered. It did have a name, I think, on Etsy, but it doesn't have a name on the band, but I will look it up and put it in the link. So really lovely colourway. So yeah, this is DK. Really, really pretty sort of colourway going on there. You can see both sides. Lovely, lovely chunky yarn. And I did actually, she was very kind to have given me a couple of little freebies of yarn in there. So I've got a blue and like a mauvey, I would say, colourway there. So I think they're 2 20-gram skeins, I would assume, there. So yeah, really, really sweet to include those. Because then I also purchased, and this is the item that I did purchase, was a coronation project bag. So yeah, it's drawstring at the top with some coronation fabric, if you can see that. So we've got the London buses and I call them the beefeaters, but they're not, they're the yeoman guards. These are beefeater people. Big Ben and all that on there, and the gold carriage. So quite apt for today, and I think, yeah, Auburn sceptre as well. So that is the project bag. It's got a lovely little label on the side, and it's all fully lined, and I would assume fully reversible looking at it, because on this side we've got a little keyring, which funnily enough has like the little, it's a bit like my logo for my shell star stitches. It's got a shell with a pearl in, so that was quite apt. Let's turn it inside out, because I would assume fully reversible. Yeah, look, fully reversible, and this is the inside. Well, that's what I'm going to use as the inside lining. So yeah, and as a, you know, I'm a sewer as well, and as a sewer, really, really well made, really nice quality, and yeah, love all the fabric. So really pleased with that. Lovely. So happy creative. I will link below. Let's turn that in the right way now. And I feel like I've ruined it now by turning the top in. Let's fold that in. Put it all nicely back in the box, she says, but I want to start using it. I might take it on holiday with me, to take my bits down onto, you know, by the pool or whatever. It's a good way to show that you're British, isn't it? By having your coronation project bag. Well, I've kind of put it back in there. It's probably not as neat as it could be. Anyway, she digresses and waffles as per usual. So that was that order. Right, next, I need to put that to one side, so I'll show you that in a minute. Keep that out of the way. Okay, 2 Toft orders arrived. So we've got here and here. So you would have seen, if you watched my last video, I mentioned I ordered the night guard kit from Create and Craft, which is actually just the soldier kit but more money. Anyhow, it's here. It's not down to Toft. Toft given them to Create and Craft, and Create and Craft charged them what they want, after they've obviously paid Toft an agreed price. But yeah, a bit of a con, I thought, from Create and Craft there, just to try and cash in on the coronation, but then I'm sure everyone has. So this is what's arrived. So obviously I didn't just purchase that. So I purchased, I will show you. So the pattern arrived, so it's here, and I thought, well, maybe the pattern will even say Night Guard. It doesn't. If you can see that, I can't show you the pattern, but it still just says Soldier Doll. So they didn't even like rebrand the pattern card or anything, but I guess this is probably because Toft supply these. So yeah, there is the pattern. So that's a mini doll. And then I received the yarn to go with it, all wrapped up. So we've got in here, you can see that, we've got, I think that's black. Oh God, can't hold that up. No, I can't do it. Yellow oatmeal, black and ruby. So yeah, I thought this one was going to be the special gold yarn. Only because I didn't read the listing properly, and also because I assumed because it was £3 more than just the normal soldier pattern, that it would have a special yarn in, but no, it does not. So that was the yarn for the soldier doll So the little mini, basically the little mini beefeater man. And then also I ordered, so they're both the same, 2 bags of stuffing, because I just rejoined Creating Crafts, so I had a £10 off voucher if you spent over 30, and this was 27 before Creating Craft discount. So yeah, stuffing always comes in handy. I did realise after I ordered it, I do have quite a bit upstairs from Toft, and I also have non-branded stuffing up in the loft. But yeah, so plenty of stuffing to keep me going for all the projects, because I'm going to need it for all the flower monsters, etc. anyway, so comes in handy. So that was my Create & Craft order that arrived. I'm trying to put this away without completely creasing my pattern. Give it a shove in there. Get the box done up. So put all that away once I've shown you. Then my other Toft order was, I did then decide to order from Toft directly the 2 full-size guard patterns that came with the festive silver from last year and the new gold for the coronation. So I've never had one of these like discovery boxes come. I've ripped the label off, you'll see in a sec. But yeah, it's very nicely presented. It all comes in a little box with a ribbon, so really good for when you're if you want to order presents for anyone that's a crochet fan. If you want to order from Toft, it's nicely presented. So if I take off the lid, comes with all your tissue paper inside, and if I take that off, so we have our pattern here. So they're both three cards long. So we've got the Kingsguard foot soldier here, and that's the one with a lot of loop stitching on the it's not a helmet, what is it called, cap? I think they've called it a cap on here. Kerry does tend to do her research into what things are called, so you probably can't see that very well. It's loop stitch because it's black, but yeah, so that's all loop stitch for the Kingsguard foot soldier. And then we have the Kingsguard cavalry soldier, so he's got the one with like the plume, which we've seen both of these today on the coronation. So yeah, so these are the 2. So we've got three postcards there for each one. So you get postcard patterns in this set, which Toft don't normally do. So I have got a PDF as well, because they did these as a combined set, and with a discount, they've done the postcard patterns as well. So you did get to choose your skin tone colour and your hair colour when you ordered these directly from Toft. Create & Craft you didn't, you just got what you're given, so you were able to pick, but the outfit colours remained the same, so you couldn't alter those. So these are the colourway. So we've got all the cream, all the ruby and all the black, and then we've got festive silver here, and then the gold here. So let me take out the gold so you can hopefully see there you go, there's a sparkle on the gold, and it does actually have a little special tag there with the crown on as well, because it's a limited edition. And I'll show you the festive silver. It does still say festive silver on the front. You see the sparkle there. So yeah, that's that one. And then I went for oatmeal for my skin tone, and then I've gone for fudge and cocoa, I think it is. See if I've learnt the names of these properly. No, fudge and chestnut for the hair colours for my guards. Not that you're going to see much of the hair because they've both got their helmets on, but I think they are removable, or a little bit pokes out underneath. Oh look, some of the postcard patterns, oh that one doesn't, that he shows you the back of his head. So for example, this one, there you go, you can see the back of his hair there. I don't have that on the other one. Don't see his, no, obviously there's more to him, so they need to fit more on the postcards. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, that is what arrived. So yeah, there was, I think, a £15 saving when you bought this as a set together, and obviously you got the postcard patterns, which you don't normally get from Toft. And there is, I'll show you, where did I put it? I slid it down the side. This is what I peeled off the bottom of the box. So you had, I've just folded it in half. So limited edition Coronation of King Charles III. And then the other side of the sticker was a little Union Jack and crown. So I just folded it in on itself to tuck that, keep that with my set. So yeah, that was the Toft King's Guard set. I think it's still available on the website. If you have a discount code from Edstravaganza, yeah, Easter time, then that doesn't work on this because there's already a bundle saving on this. So you're saving £15. So that won't work, but you can order just one of the guards. You don't have to, they come singularly as well. Right, if you have not had your Centraliser from Toft, because it's a new Centraliser theme, please look away now, and I will do a thumbs up when I'm finished. Maybe give it like a minute or so and then I'll be finished. So I'm going to show that now. So if you don't want to see it, go make a tea. Right, this arrived today, so we can with the postcard. So this is the new Centraliser collection. So we did the pollinators with the last 6, and this is now from the potting shed. So you get a little postcard, and it just explains, because I missed this as from the pollinators one because I joined up for the second one. Yeah, a little card about where to place your Centraliser. Came in this little baggie with this little sticker on, and this is the first one of the new theme. And hopefully I can hold that up again. So it's a little pot with a little sprout growing behind it there, if you can see that, and it's moving around. There we go. So it's gold themed this time round because the last one was actually silver. Oh look, that's better. Zoom in. So I wonder if we'll get a progressively different sized sproutling as we go through, or maybe we'll get a spade and a trowel and a little shed on a keyring. So yeah, that's the first one. So yeah, very nice. And we've got a gold one there to go on our gold Centraliser keeper. Although we had Advent from 2021 were gold themed Centralisers. So might have to put in an order for another gold Centraliser keeper at some point. So that is the new one that came out. So that's the first out of, I would assume, 6, like the last time. Yeah, so finally I will show you my crochet along. Sorry, this is one big long video today as opposed to 2 short ones. I was doing the Callista Princess Parrot crochet along with Toft. So it's a free pattern over Easter weekend you could download using all the pastel range that's come out and even some of the new pastel peony beads. So I have finished, and here she is in all her glory. So there we go. So we go front ways and to the side. And then let's turn around so you can see the tail, which goes down. And we have actually, I've used the peony beads here, if you can see those. And up here, there's a bit of sparkle there from the beads. And then, yeah, just the other side. So we've got all the pastels range here. So we've got, see if I can remember this. So we've got pink. So we've got sapphire, pink, sage. Then we've got silver, peony, hyacinth, oatmeal and magenta, and then we have lime, silver and steel. Yeah, got them all. It's testing the colours there. We had right side and wrong sides of the feathers and the tail. I think I went wrong on my wrong side, but you know, makes it original. So they all sort of curl in different ways. I haven't, because Kerry did the sewing up video yesterday, I haven't wired the feet or the legs on this occasion. I can decide to later if I want to, but at the moment I kind of quite like that it's not wired. So you can make, obviously then the legs bend, and if you wire the toes you can get it to properly clip on, because these have the four-way parrot claw. So you could actually put wire in all 4 pieces and get it to sort of grip onto something. But yeah, luckily the head, it's not top heavy this time around. And it's first time I've done a parrot theme one, so I quite like that parrot beak going on there. It's quite cool. I really want to do the toucan. There was a multicoloured toucan. So I might now attempt that now that I've done this one. Yeah, so there we go. Callista the Princess Parrot in all her glory. So she is on my Instagram if you want to go and have a look at some pictures of her static and not me keep holding her up by her head. But yeah, enjoyed that one. So some different techniques. Yeah, there really just the right side and wrong side mainly, and going back to beads again. And I haven't done beads since Asta at Christmas. So yeah, it's getting to grips with beads again, but I've definitely got the knack of threading beads onto the yarn now. It's just like chaining with beads, etc. Yeah, it's a nice one. Nice pastel colourway. I would say for spring, but we're now supposed to be in summer. She says as she looks out the window and it's pouring with rain. Happy Coronation Day. But that's it. Yeah, so I need to, new project. So I think I'm going to start on having a go with Ed's Imaginist for the first time. So I'm going to try and plan that out this afternoon and maybe start to give that a go for my new project. And then I'll pick a couple of things, A, to take on holiday, and also B, to pick my next project after Imaginist. Yeah, now that I've sat and watched the coronation, I think I'm going to do that. Plan out my Imaginist and then start to give it a go. First ever attempt. I mean, you know, let's see what happens. I know it can take a while to, and it all depends on what Toft like, etc. is designed. So, and I think I need to make sure I write down everything I do. So I need to take my time with it, really. But yeah, I mean, I've waffled on for, sorry, a bit long today, a bit of a long video, but hope regardless you have enjoyed it. If you celebrate the coronation, or if you watched it, hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, absolutely hope you enjoyed your Saturday. It's not for everyone, completely understand. And yeah, enjoy if you get, next couple of days off, if you're not working for the bank holiday. Enjoy that time. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go back to work. Can't handle a full week now. And yeah, have a good weekend. Get some crochet in, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.